Why am I here? How am I here? It's the Monday after daylight savings. I don't actually understand daylight savings. If I'm waking up at 4:44, sorry. Yeah. Am I waking up at 5:44 or 3:44? And then my husband gets mad at me because he's like, "It's just 4:44. Don't think about anything else anymore." And I'm like, why am I not tired? I went to bed. I also couldn't go to bed last night. I'm like, it's 8 o'clock, and I'm like, why do I feel wide awake personally? So I'm doing laundry, I'm watching a show. Again, wide awake, wide awake. All of a sudden it's 11 p.m. And I've been working on my phone, working on all these little projects because I'm a psychopath. Now I woke up at 4:44, like no problem. Was it actually 3:44? Say spring forward, spring ahead. Well, why did I have no problem getting up this morning? Probably because I'm so fired up about this podcast. Probably the key word in today's episode that I'm a psychopath. I feel like I am always having to produce, create, consume all the time. And again, this is probably attributing to my brain, like needing a reset and also having like brain fog and memory issues and whatever else it may be experiencing. Like I said in the past, I probably have ADHD. I probably am going through perimenopause. I don't know. And I don't think any of us women do. I think we're just trying to do our best. And I'm really hoping that this whole journey of me making this podcast at 5 a.m. by myself downstairs is going to catapult me into the person I'm supposed to become on my path of becoming. So I just wanted to put that out there. But I do want to like tap into anyone else who feels like they have that shiny object syndrome situation, because I think I have it. And so much so that like I'll start a new business like in the moment. If I am so sure, if I get a visceral reaction from a thought, that becomes a feeling, that becomes an emotion, that becomes a behavior, that becomes an action. I just have a million thoughts a minute, and I have trouble focusing. But I also feel like I love challenges. So, like, for example, like I started a freaking secret Instagram account over the weekend because I had this idea. Why would I do that? Why would I need more consuming on my phone? Let me tell you about the secret Instagram before I get into that. I'm doing something because I want to compete with my husband. Like, I want to secretly, one, he doesn't like, he, he and I are very competitive. He loves golf. I like golf. I just never get invited to golf. I think I'd be good at golf if I like was allowed to play. So whenever I play, I freaking stroke it. Feel like I do at least. Of course I need more help. Of course I'm not consistent, but like I've never been coached in that. I've never been taught how to play golf. I just go play with some friends and some drinks. I'm like, that's all I need. I don't know if I need, I mean, I could be shown some stuff. I don't know if I need like a full blown coach, but I do think if I watch some videos or get some little tips and tricks and techniques, I freaking I could be good. So because that's like his number one passion, I'm also trying to like find ways to connect with him because he knows I'm a psychopath. So I'm not going to tell him that I want to like get really good at golf, but secretly I want to get really good at golf and beat him. So my operation is beat my husband. That's it. That's the answer. And that's the idea. And now I'm just creating content when I can, making little videos. That's it. It's so dumb, but it's also like filling my cup. And it's something fun and now I'm gonna like have something for me to like look forward to. So I'm gonna go out and golf. I'm gonna go play with friends. I'm gonna start like adding this to my thing because I need to hang out with my friends more. I need to make more me time. So of course I have to have multitasking. This is the theme of the episode, multitasking. Why is all I have to do? I can't just do one thing at a time. So I can't just do this idea. I have to create content and put it out there because I think I could get some cool gear. I think I could get some cool access to courses. Like, and that would just like make this whole experiment super fun and funny is if I just got like all my golf connections hitting me up for free with not, I don't need free, but whatever, like hit me with some clubs, hit me with some apparel, hit me with some access to courses to just try to like beat my husband. Anyways, so multitasking where I need to have me time, have friendships, but I also need to create content. Multitasking. I need to wake up, I need to do my podcast, and I need to walk, right? Multitasking. When I'm at school, I'm also working on my business. Everything I do is a multitask. I take meetings during my class wearing my meta glasses. I I am almost constantly. I mean, I'm driving myself to work, whatever. Like I will have like a podcast on. Like I can't just drive. I can't just walk. I have to have a million things going. So I want someone to study my brain. This is probably why I feel restless. That's the video I just watched is like why you feel restless in the hustle culture. It's because every day I think a lion is attacking me. I also have to tell you guys something. I am so mortified. My husband found my account over the weekend, freaking out. I don't know how it happened, but he was calling me out. I said, "What are you doing on your phone?" And I was like, and I like, I don't know why. He's like, yeah, he was like calling me out because I was like on my phone so much. And that's another problem. And he goes, "What could you possibly be doing on your phone?" And I was like, "I'm not going to lie. I'm like, I'm responding to a YouTube subscriber who wrote me a comment." Like, not thinking anything of it. He's like, "You haven't started posting me on that account yet, have you?" And I was like, "No." It's like, "No." He just, all the things, because he knows the name. He's seen it on my computer when I save these podcasts. He can see it. And he comes home at 5 a.m. He knows I'm doing it. He doesn't know I'm actually posting these. Because if I waited, what would I wait for? I would never post it. That's the problem. I have 1,000 drafts. No, there's a never going to get posted. If I don't post in the moment, they're never getting posted. I've learned that. Um, so yeah, he found my account and now I got people searching for me. He said he didn't watch anything because I was like freaking out. He said he didn't watch anything, but I was like, this is bad. This is really bad. Hopefully he won't. I should get him to promise he's not going to do anything because I don't want him to know about my secret golf mission. So he can't watch this episode, whatever episode this is. 26, maybe. Either way. The other thing is we had dinner with some friends over the weekend and came up and I had another revelation is like they were joking about finding the podcast as Michael, we brought it up, we were talking about it. And I was like, we just started talking about dumb stuff. And I don't know what I talk about on this because I literally do this at 5 a.m. Between 5 and 6 a.m. I hit post or I do my edits, I hit post, and then I'm out. I'm out for the day. I'm out for the next couple of days. And then I jump back on. So I don't rewatch these. I have no clue what I sound like. If I sound dumb, if I sound intelligent. And so that's another revelation I've had is I feel like I want to see if anyone else feels this way because this might just be me. again, which is what I'm trying to figure out. Is anyone like me or am I a psychopath on my own? Yeah, I feel like I'm really smart and I'm really dumb. I feel like I'm really athletic and I feel like I'm really not athletic. I feel like I'm really pretty and then I don't feel like I'm really pretty. I feel like I'm really rich and then I feel like I'm really poor. I feel like I'm really driven and then I'm really unmotivated. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. There are so many times, and I bring up the whole dinner conversation because we're making fun of me for things that I say like wrong. Like I'll say words wrong. I don't know the word gowned. I thought it was it's a gown. I thought it was a gowned coleslaw. I thought it was. I don't even know what it is. Is it coleslaw? 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 I don't know. Those are things that trip me up. So I feel like I sound unintelligent, but reality is I think my brain is going like a million miles a minute, and I feel like I'm really smart on some topics. Like, I feel like I could talk about neuroplasticity and the brain and the amygdala and, the prefrontal cortex. And I could talk about all that stuff like and I like listening to that type of stuff. So I feel like I'm really smart in some areas, but then I feel like I'm really dumb in others. And I feel like that's got to be normal, right? Because if we're not, I don't know, we can't all be up here all the time. And again, like me feeling the contrast, it's like there's some days where I'm feeling myself and feeling good. Got a lot of, a lot of drive, feeling like I'm good looking, feeling like I'm funny, feeling like I'm athletic. Then I've got other days where I'm like, I am none of that. I feel none of that. Again, I don't know how this all ties together, but makes sense in my brain and it doesn't make sense in my brain. And again, the point of this podcast, getting hot. Point of this podcast is to figure out who I am, to be more like, this is a very raw, real account as I live entirely different life. I feel like after I do this, it's like a challenge for myself. Talking things out is helpful for me. Absorbing and learning and listening is something I really enjoy doing. Um, yeah, I just feel uh, a sense of accomplishment first thing in the morning when I do get a workout in and when I do get a podcast done or even just when I listen or consume different knowledge base because there is this golden hour. I believe this so much that like this first hour window of you waking up, you can accomplish so much. You can change your life entirely. You get to make those decisions before the world does. And I think that's what really speaks to me is like, this is the true, authentic Casey without all the emails and all the texts and all the other things that are going on. I feel so like at peace in my element when I'm here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's my episode on the beauty of multitasking, the craziness of multitasking. I'll be curious to see what AI tells me my title of this episode should be. But anyways, I hope no one finds this account. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I hope my friends don't find it till I get more strength, more content, and more clarity on like what am I doing here? I know it's gonna come, but I gotta have my 10 minutes of silence. I gotta be bored. I know I gotta do that. Um, just add it to my calendar. Just add it to my schedule. All right, guys. Happy Monday, March 9th. Get after it today. Daylight savings. I have no idea why I'm wired, wide awake. I should be exhausted, going to bed late, waking up early. Anyways, let's go. Have a great day.